Oh shit, what it do, Blue Crew? This is the Blue Collective, and we are here to do a tier ranking list of every single Studio Drake album with RJ, Alec, and Hayden.
And who are you?
And I am Chris.
Now we're talking. So let's get into this. Let's not waste any time. We got the albums here.
Okay.
Listen, I think this is how we do it. We all talk. We like the first album's right there. We all say our piece, and then we just give it the 1 through 5. So we got none other than CLB. Ashburn, go ahead.
Okay. Some people may CLB and Her Loss are the best two Drake albums of the last four-ish years or so. So I think CLB has a lot of bangers on it. I would say it's not. I don't think it's classic or amazing. I would say that maybe Her Loss is amazing, but I think that you should put CLB, or my piece is that it goes at the very front of good for now. The very first of good.
Go ahead, RJ.
I actually completely agree. I know this is the first one. There's a lot better. There's also some worse. This is probably one of my favorite recent Drake albums. I got Fountains on there. It's got Pipe Down. It's got some good new stuff. It definitely grew on me a lot, but there's just so much. There's so many albums to choose from. There's better, there's worse. Let's start out with that completely in the middle tier and go good
Because we can always change stuff around.
And let me tell you something. CLB. I don't know about you, but it's grown on me ever since it came out.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's usually what happens with Drake albums, but this one in particular has definitely grown on me. But I like the good section for this.
Yeah.
Now we got Dark Lanes. Now, let's do a whole Snake thing.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say this about Dark Lanes, okay? I wasn't feeling it. It's not personally for me. I go back to Chicago Freestyle. That's a good one. And From Florida with Love.
Yep.
There's another track there that I think is underappreciated. But besides that, I don't go back too often.
That's true.
What about you, RJ?
Yeah, this is probably towards the bottom for me. I feel like Trash is a little harsh, but I would probably go mid-tier.
I agree.
Just because there's not a lot of replay value. There's not a lot of songs that stick with me. I don't really have any playlist that I'm still recycling around songs from this album.
I'm with you.
It's...
I think that it's not better than most of his albums. That's for damn sure. The songs you do have, Pay 1993.
Oh my God, you're cheating! You're cheating!
Yeah, just to look for a reference. And Not You Too. And when you go to Not You Too with the Chris Brown vocals, I think that Not You Too has the most replay value on this album. Also, Time Flies. I'm Right Outside in the AMG.
But here's the problem that lies now.
Baby girl, you know me.
You just looked at your phone. You cheated.
I did cheat.
You don't even know the album yet. You want to gas it.
No.
That's not how it works.
Have a lot of
well,
replay
let's be real though. This
value.
is probably one of Drake's most forgettable
albums.
So is that crazy? Is it
No,
crazy
it's
to
not
look it up? I don't
crazy.
Fine. You want me to put it at classic?
Hell,
It seems like that's what you want.
It's gonna go in
It's
mid for
going in
damn
mid.
sure.
It's
This guy go in mid.
It's going in
going
mid.
mid.
It's not trash.
Now here's a controversial one. One that some people say is the best, but I've heard a tad bit, not much, a little bit hate. If you're reading this, it's too late. I know you want to talk about it. I know you want to talk about it, Chris.
Yeah, obviously people think it's great, but it's not better than Take Care of Yous. I would say that the album has one of the most, for the time, but now that he's gone and produced a lot of albums, low-key with Future and songs with Future that have the same exact type of flow, it for the time, it was not generic, but now it kind of, like, going back to it sometimes, it feels like a little bit of a generic album. Of course, you have, like, Energy and songs like that, like, you're going to go back to. And, yes, the production quality is good, and the Future verses are good, and it has good flow, and it's definitely top tier of his discography. Discography. But it's... So, I think we're going to have to put it at... It's hard to say whether it's low on classic or whether it's top of amazing, because it is amazing. So for right now, we're going to put top of amazing.
Hayden, you want to get in the mix?
I'd say I didn't listen to this album too much. I can't have.
That's all I have to hear. RJ, go ahead.
So, I have a little bit of historical bias. I
You
will-
need to hear it.
I have a little bit of historical bias for this album because, to me, this brings me back to when I first started really getting into Drake. You know, you got the Meek Mill beef at the time. Like, this was that summer. Like, this is prime rapping Drake, in at least my opinion. Hearing Energy, when you hear songs like 10 Bands for the first time, like, I don't know. In my opinion, pure rap-wise, it doesn't get any better than that. And there's also some versatility on this album because you got Preach with Party Next Door on that album. You know, Party Next Door and Drake also have some really fire collabs. I would probably put it in that amazing tier, and it is on that fringe of being in the top tier for me. But I can understand, objectively speaking, why it would just be in that amazing tier for some others.
You know what? You were talking about Preach. And let me preach for a moment. Because this video is sponsored by Raid Shadow No, we're joking. Not yet.
Not
Raid
yet.
Shadow Legends, you know where we are.
Working
Feel
towards
free
it.
to sponsor anytime
Yeah,
you
working
feel like.
towards it.
That being said, I feel like I'm going to agree with you. Well, I would put it right now for the top of Amazing. Because I think that there are a few tracks I don't really go back to.
Yeah.
And, you know, I'm more... I don't fuck with you, Kendrick Lamar, but I do fuck with Drake with the melodies. Okay, I am a melody Drake guy. And there weren't that many melodies on this album. So what I'm going to say is, I think a top of Amazing should work well.
Because the rapping itself with
Yeah.
Future too.
If you want rapping Drake,
Drake, that's it.
if
that's your
this is
album.
too late.
Yeah.
So we're going to have to go with Amazing.
Oh shit.
Wait,
Okay,
wait.
this is my More Life is one of my most listened to Drake albums ever. That shit has so many good songs on it. You can't forget about Passion Fruit. Can't forget Passion Fruit. The
Portland.
beat on that is crazy.
Portland,
Free Smoke, Do Not Disturb. You have Sampha's on that. The production quality is great. What are songs? Oh, it's like Georgia Interlude. That's a great interlude. So I think that More Life is hated on. It's hated on like Scorpions hated on, but it has so many good songs on it.
But let me say this
So
real
many-
quick.
And the R&B
Let
is
me put this
good.
in
The
Let me
R&B
say
on
this.
More Life is good.
It's got Teenage Fever on it.
It does.
Does
have
that
Teenage Fever.
title age well with Drake?
Oh shit!
Does that title age well with Drake? Drake, you're my mans. I can't defend you on that title.
Yeah, that's
I don't care about how good the song
Teenage
is.
Fever is crazy. Is he talking 18 or 19 or like 13?
I don't know. Let's ask R. Kelly.
Shit. Yeah, he's on a. He could have collabed with Diddy.
Yeah.
We don't know, but
I
maybe it's in his unreleased. But More Life, underrated as hell. Lot of replay value. The
I'd say
R&B is
classic.
great. I would say amazing. I would say it's in my opinion, it's better than CLB, but it's under.
I can agree
If
with
you're
that.
reading this, it's too late. It's under. It's an amazing album.
Well, let me tell you this.
Come on.
You said it's classic, right?
I'd say it's either low classic or like high amazing.
You're telling me you fuck when Drake does that like British rap? I hate that. I hate when he does that.
I hate the Brits.
Except every once in a while he'll do like a song
Yep.
like War on Dark Lanes. When he does that drill shit, that's okay. But when he tries to talk like a Jamaican, I'm like, dude, enough, man, enough.
Yeah. What's the song he
We're
tries
gonna
to
get
talk
to an
Jamaican
al-
on that joint?
We're gonna get to an album where the fake Jamaican Drake.
Oh, Jamaican Drake is Controller on fucking Views is gonna be
gas.
It's
But
gas.
I hate when he-
Jamaican Drake.
I
We
hate
just
when he
should
does
get
that
to
Jamaican
You're
shit.
making me crazy.
Parts are too good. Parts are too good. It does.
Cock
Too
up your
good.
papacita bonita.
But if I had to be objective, this album, I'm not putting it over for reading this. It's too late. But
Yeah,
songs
man.
like Portland, I remember back in the day.
Bro.
What do you kids know about that Rice Gum diss track remix to Portland?
Nothing is a song.
You kids don't know about that. Like I
I
don't
don't
you
know
know.
about that. I won't lie.
Yeah,
Can't have
yeah.
everything. Can't have everything.
Yeah.
Oh man. Oh shit.
But
Yeah.
hearing-
You can't forget that song.
You know, being in middle school, hearing Guile Chester for the first
Oh
time,
my
like
god.
this song just has some bangers you can't ignore.
You
In
know
my
what?
opinion, the floor is amazing. The floor is.
I
Amazing.
think the floor is amazing. I think
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Now here's the one that Drake fans they adore this album.
Yeah. Pound Cake is an instant classic,
Mm.
of course. Wu Tang.
Yeah.
Wu-Tang Forever
Oh yeah.
was on that album.
Let me put you. In,
305 in my city.
let me put you in a scenario. You're driving home after a long day of work. You need that track that'll put you in the zone.
Cake.
I was gonna say too much. Don't think
Too
about
much.
it too much. And of course, who was on that song? Sampha.
Sampha's been in a lot of good Drake. Like he's on More Life.
Yeah. Sampha takes control.
good.
Sampha takes control.
Yeah.
I would also
Well,
like to include when being a kid. Like I'm not gonna say being a kid, but I've been listening to Drake for more than half my life. So, but talking about All Me in terms of like best group like rap songs I've heard, it might be top 5, top 10 like group rap songs I've heard. Everybody carried their weight. 2 Chainz went crazy. Big Sean went crazy. Like I don't know, that song does carry a lot of weight for this album. Where if that song wasn't on there, it would probably be just in the good tier for me. But this is a lot. This is a pretty
You're
historic
pissing
album.
people
one of
off
the
in the
most-
comments. That's all I'm saying.
It's one of the most influential Drake albums ever, like without a doubt. But like Pound Cake for me is in my top 10 Drake songs. Like with Jay-Z's part on that is crazy, and then the beat switch up after the second part with the jazz in the background, and then goes to different beat. I think this is in my opinion, it's a classic. In my opinion.
I think because we have me who thinks it's amazing, you that thinks it's a classic, and RJ that's as good, I think that we should do it as like a high amazing.
High amazing.
So I think that's fair to round out our
in my
scores.
opinion, it's better if you're reading this is too late. I think it's better.
I can agree with that.
Yeah.
Now, So Far Gone. Now look, this is where Drake started.
Yeah.
This is his beginning to become the man that we all know today. And let me tell you, there are some songs on here, Sooner Than Later, bro. I think I'm gonna get married to that track. I'm not even joking. But like, there's a lot of good shit on here. But honestly, I don't go like some of the songs sound a bit dated.
I don't go back to it.
Some of the songs are a bit
I
dated.
don't think he discovered his like flow, maybe his full potential here. I mean, obviously it's a first album, but I think that it's definitely on the lower side of Drake albums, in my opinion.
I equate this album to like this was Josh Allen before he got Stephon Diggs. Like this was he was just a raw talent. Like you could tell the potential was there, but this wasn't MVP candidate Drake.
Say that louder,
It wasn't
RJ.
MVP
Say
candidate
louder.
Drake, but
Yeah.
you saw the raw potential there. Like he
Yeah.
has the voice, a lot of his melodies. He just you could see a lot of the originality in his music. This is where this is probably, I would say this is the beginning, but this was not prime Drake. But there's a lot of songs on this that, you're dancing at a club or whatever, you see a little shorty you like,
Yeah. Maybe
This
if
is
it's
the
a
type of-
throwback.
Baby,
if
you
it's a
my
throwback, it's
everything.
gonna be a
You
throwback.
all I ever
wanted.
wanted. We can do it real, baby. Then you
best I
back.
ever had. Like,
Yeah.
So I'm gonna put it on. Honestly,
Speaking of Josh
Mid.
Allen,
I
how's
think
that
it's-
trade working out for you?
I think
That
it's above
card
Dark
for
Lab.
Josh Allen's
Do
straight
you think
up.
it's above Dark Tapes?
to me, yes, but I would get why you would say no.
Production wise, obviously Dark is better.
Mm.
But like replayability wise, I don't think so.
So what are we rocking with? Dark Lanes or So Far Gone?
So far gone with the top of mid.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
by a little bit.
Okay. Fuck.
Right,
Take
now
care.
we're on.
Take care is an
yeah.
I don't know if
fucking
this is
classic.
much of a discussion.
It's not really much of a discussion.
I don't
You knew this
know.
was
Wait,
coming.
It's not a
OJ,
discussion.
I would say, objectively, as a Drake fan, this has to
It'd
be
be the
top
best
tier.
album.
But
Absolutely.
for me personally, it's not super high on my albums I listen to a lot. But this is Drake personified. This
So
is
right.
Drake personified.
Oh,
Ladies and gentlemen, I know
Fuck
how to
no.
cure RJ's
fuck
take care
no.
lessness by doing this. I'm gonna find you the baddest bitch in the world. I'm gonna make you date for 6 to 8 months, and then I'm gonna make her break up with you.
This
and
album
then,
is saved
and
lives.
then you're gonna listen
This
to
album is
this,
saved
and you're gonna be
lives.
like, damn,
Damn.
Drake was really right.
Yeah. This is the best fucking Drake album. Weeknd co-wrote on it. Drake co-wrote on it.
Stop!
The Weeknd, he's in
Stop!
He's mentioned
Stop!
in the co-writing.
Stop! Nope.
That makes it better.
Thank you all for watching. I gotta fight real
fuck
quick.
no.
I gotta
He's
fight
in the
somebody real
mentions.
quick. We're not doing this right now.
No.
Drake.
The
This
Weeknd
is-
was literally featured in it. He was featured in the album. He co-wrote
Alright.
it with him.
And if you're in the cuck chair of a porn movie, are you really featured in a porn movie? No, you're not.
There's some songs that the Weeknd wrote with
Weeknd
Drake.
is the cuck
With
chair
Drake.
man. That's who he is.
Drake, this
here
is
for
not a
this.
collab album, obviously, but Over My Dead Body is my favorite Drake song. Headlines is an instant fucking banger. Headlines comes on at any party, any club, any bar for that fact. Everybody knows the words. Every guy knows the words of Headline. Every single guy without having to look back at it. Most dudes do. Bro, it's the best. It's just the
I
fucking
say-
best.
Thank me later.
I said we need to put on some music though. Just like kind of, if we're talking about Drake, we gotta be listening to Drake.
No, we have to be listening to Pusha T.
Pusha T. Pusha T. The story of Adonis. The story of Adonis.
All right. Quick intermission.
Quick intermission.
Quick intermission.
Story of Adonis.
The name Adonis. How do we feel about that?
That shit's ass.
That shit is just
Yeah.
like
dog
I
shit.
feel like he was just trying to be clever with like his Adidas collab or something. I don't know what
That's
it
how
was.
Jay-Z's kid's named Blue Ivy. One of Jay-Z's kids is named Blue Ivy.
Why can't these celebrities name them like like Mike or
Mike?
Kevin?
Mike.
Or
They
why
think
does it
they're
have to
doing
be something
some
different?
shit. Like Elon Musk kid is named like what? Like X158 or something.
Yeah, that's like some fucking like computer code.
like he's setting them up in a spacecraft or something like that. He needs
Yeah.
some serial code.
I don't get it.
don't
It
get
makes
that shit.
absolutely no sense.
That's bullshit.
Make their names fine again.
Yeah.
Like Northwest, like cool, creative, I guess, but like
I
imagine
can't hate on anything Kanye does, low key.
you're gonna have to defend yourself now
Cut,
because
cut,
he
cut,
said some
Hey,
stuff, young man.
Except like music wise, not so socially wise, and like in the recent shit. No.
I feel like you need to clarify
He's just
that
saying that to
before you say
cure
that.
his name. He agrees
No,
with
no,
all
no,
of
no, I
it.
don't agree with
He's
any
got
of
a
that
burner
shit.
account on
No,
Twitter, reposting all of this
Some
shit.
crazy
No.
things going on, I can guarantee
Fuck
it.
no. No, I might be canceled, but
Back to the tier list.
back to it.
All right, we need a quick intermission. Thank me later.
Find your love.
That's all that needs to be said. I'm putting it amazing immediately.
I'm
Like So Far Gone to me, he was discovering it, and I think
I found it.
Thank Me Later is where he's like, you know what? I'm gonna do this sound I did with So Far Gone, but make it better.
Yeah. Just put a little bit of extra spice and everything nice in there, like the Powerpuff Girls. Find Your Love might be a song you have to put on your wedding playlist.
Yeah.
It might have to be.
Fancy?
Fancy? You
you
fancy,
fancy,
huh?
Oh, you fancy, huh?
Come
Oh
on.
my God, that's
With Swiss Beats? With Swiss Beats? Swiss Beats went crazy on that.
fellas. We got views.
Holy shit. I think the debate for best album in the classic category is going to be between Views and Take Care.
I see that.
Weston Road Flows might have changed me as a man. That shit might have changed my life, low key. Yeah. Controlla changed my life R&B wise.
Yeah.
And I would say Views is my favorite like rapping song on this album, in my opinion.
In my
Go ahead,
In my
RJ,
opinion,
talk your shit.
this album is just so good. In my like we mentioned earlier, Too Good. Like that's one of my favorite. Like just like just trying to get loose. Maybe some Sunday morning cleaning.
yeah,
Getting a
exactly.
little jiggy and
100%.
early to start the morning songs, and also Pop Style. Oh my God, that song! Even the remix where you got like
Feel No
Jay-Z.
The remix was.
What do you know about
Feel No
Pop
Ways?
With the Throne?
Feel No Ways.
Like Star 67. Like
No. Star
Oh,
67. That was if you're reading this. Come on, RJ.
Too good.
no, that's what am I thinking of? No, I was thinking of
Too good.
9.
Too Good is
Ooh.
just.
Because
With
look,
Rihanna.
you gotta think about this. If you want a pop song, you'll get it on here.
Low-key.
If you want a rap song, you'll get it on here. You want an R&B
song,
cut,
it's
oh,
on
you'll
there.
definitely get it on
It's
here.
that bitch.
If you want a song that'll motivate you, turn the 6 upside down. It's a 9 now. I made the decision last
Yeah.
night that I would die for it. It's on this album.
I think that it's definitely. I think we put it in classic for now, and
then we'll
to
talk.
the debate.
We'll talk.
That's big.
If you I mean, what a time. It was what a time for me.
Fuck.
This was the album that solidified Drake for me as like a rapper, because it was like Future was doing his thing. What the crazy part is, when this dropped, you were like, can Drake really like
Rap?
keep up with somebody like Future? Which is
Yeah.
a crazy thing to think about, but I think he did.
Yeah, because up until that time, he was just R&B, really.
Yeah, like he had a couple rap cuts on. If you're reading this, it's too late. But like
Yeah.
even then, he wasn't doing what Future was doing,
Yeah.
so you didn't know what he could do.
Just think of it. Like, go back a few years. This is peak, like, prime Golden State Warriors.
Oh.
Yeah.
You got prime Clay, prime Curry, and you hear,
This shit
I on a
reminds me
really
of-
big team.
Yeah,
Like,
it was
come on. Like,
Oh man.
just, you compared the time, the vibes, the
This was
rap,
2015, right?
Absolutely.
this
2015,
was-
yeah.
Mhm.
So this was like almost like I don't know why this reminds me of Conor McGregor. I don't even know. This album just reminds me of Conor McGregor. It's just like it's in your face. Like it's
Yeah.
just every single song almost on this album is just like flexing in your fucking face. Like
Yeah.
every single song. So it's the most hyped Drake album if you need to boost your self-esteem.
Oh, yeah.
Because you've been in your
Absolutely.
room gooning to like Pusha T all day. So if you need to boost your self-esteem, that's it.
Remember, gentlemen, you just heard it from Chris here now. If you need to goon. Play if
Do
or
it
what a
now.
time to be
Do it
alive.
now.
Do it to Pusha T.
Pusha T.
in your room gooning because
In your gooning
who
cave.
Georgia was from Georgia interlude.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Fuck.
I would put it at the lowest amazing or the
Amazing.
high top of good.
I think it's a very influential album, but in my opinion, it's not. In my opinion, it's.
Talk to me, Chris. I'm listening. I'm all ears.
I don't know. In my personal opinion, for me, it's not better than More Life. In my personal opinion, but I can see why you think it is.
Better than CLB.
Yes,
I would
obviously
say
better
so.
than CLB.
I would say so.
CLB has some good songs.
Let's leave it. Let's
Good,
leave it.
because it's a short track.
Yeah.
It's a short track. It almost feels like a just a casual mixtape drop or like an
course.
ELP.
Of course.
It doesn't really feel like an album usually, but because it's one single sound. There's no
I agree.
Yeah.
Fuck.
And then we
Care
got
Package. Okay, the thing about Care Package is that a lot of the songs in this album, 4 p.m. in Calabasas, 5 a.m. in Toronto, I Get Lonely, were all leaked before this album actually dropped.
That is-
So when I listened to this album, I already knew like a good majority of these songs. That same, if you want something, it's on the album as well.
yeah.
It's I don't know why it's hated on. Maybe because it's not been like, maybe because it was like a little released, but like, I think you have to put it in amazing. And for me, it's
Wasn't
amazing.
How About
for
Now
me.
on this?
Yeah.
How
Now,
about
how about now?
How about now?
That's one of
'Cause I'm
them
up right now.
ones.
See, here's the thing. I think my defense for putting it on top of good is because it's a clusterfuck of songs
It really
from like
is.
different times. So like you can't do like this is from Drake from like I would say from Thank Me Later all the way to like If You're Reading This Is Too Late. So it's like hard to really grasp like
That's
what
why you
era
get
it's in.
everything. You can get everything because it is everything. There's
Yeah.
not one collective sound. Where like Views and Take Care, you can put those albums and have a certain sound on them.
Mm-hmm.
This doesn't have a certain sound. Like it just goes back and forth, back and forth.
So we rocking with top of good or lowest of amazing?
Album wise, which is what we're ranking,
Hmm.
I would say that it's good. I would say that it's good, and I would say it's better than
What a
CLB.
What a time? I'd put What a Time.
I would put
ahead.
What a Time
I'd put
over.
that
it.
over.
Yeah, I would say so. Okay,
I
Her
know-
Loss is a
I know you folks. You guys can
Fuck
talk. I
me.
know you guys love
Her
this album.
Loss
I'm
is
not
a
gonna lie.
banger. This is the best Drake album within the last like couple of years for sure.
In
Very
my
fair.
opinion, it has to be somewhere in amazing. I just
Amazing.
listened to too many songs.
That's very fair.
I was in
Like-
silence.
I just listened to too many of these songs. Like,
And I think the perfect place is right in between.
yeah.
Because this is one of those tier lists I feel like we could return in 2 years with different life experiences, and this could all be jumbled.
Change.
Yup.
And the thing is, this is still new enough where we can be like, okay,
Yeah. I think amazing can change.
Yeah.
The classics are a classic for a reason. Like
Yeah.
Views and Take Care.
Yeah.
Your life is hard as fuck, and you're gonna get heartbroken.
Yeah.
That's why those two albums are classic, because that's like sad boy, but also motivation to get you back up. Drake, you can switch in between. So yeah, Her Loss, Hours in Silence, R&B. That's my favorite on there. Circo Loco. Some people don't like the Daft Punk sample. Some people do. But that's a good club song. There's a shit ton of club songs on Her
I
Loss.
was just about to say that. This is
Go
like
to a
the
club,
type
you're
of,
finding that.
this is some gym music, some club music. You can definitely tell, like, this is part of the, like, you know, people like to say that Drake likes to make, like, radio music. This song definitely killed on the radio. But I just think that wasn't a bad thing. It's just because, like, this is the type of music that anybody can listen to. Like, Pussy in Millions. You got More M's, Hours in Silence, Circo Loco, which I'm a fan of. Like, features were good with 21 and Travis Scott.
Rich Flex.
Yup, Rich
Pussy
Flex.
in Millions. Pussy in Millions. Travis verse is one of the
Oh
one
my
of the
God,
best
when that beat
Travis
changes.
verses. It like shows Travis can rap, and you hear that like some Travis songs. You're like, this dude can't really rap. His flow and the beats and the psychedelic shit really take over most of the time. But Pussy in Millions, he really like showcased that. So
Man, it would be nice to have some Pussy in Millions right now. I'm
Holy
not saying
shit.
no.
Hey,
I'm not
That's
saying
why
no
we're
to any of
listening-
them.
Right
That's
now
why
we're
we're listening
some-
to Take Care.
Right now, we're some broke boys.
Bro,
Oh! That was good. That was good. All right.
okay,
albums
honestly,
left.
Nevermind is the worst Drake album.
Sure.
You literally just have Jimmy Cooks on that bitch.
All right. I'm not letting that slide. You got Flights Book. You got Text Go Green.
Stickies. I'm saying
Go Green,
this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna feel what you want it.
And I'm very strong opinion on Honestly Nevermind. This came out and I was like, holy shit.
All right,
what is
fine.
this?
Fuck all of you.
I would put it in
Fine.
trash.
Fine.
I think most
Shut
people
up.
also agree.
I don't care.
Yeah.
I think it's actually good, but I'm not here to argue. And this video's way too long already, so let's just move forward.
Low
Scorpion.
key.
I'm putting it at the like mid, like this. I honestly,
Scorpion?
let me talk your shit. I don't like Scorpion. I just put it there, but we can discuss. Go ahead.
Okay, Sanders Rose makes this not mid in my opinion.
This
Sanders Rose is one of my favorite Drake songs.
Sanders Rose is a top 10 Drake song for me.
Also,
Also,
God's Plan on there, which
Yeah.
yes, it's like super overplayed, but
Yeah.
that's God's Plan.
I'm upset. 50,000 on my head is disrespect. I love
Come
that
on,
song.
But
when that
also-
shit came out in 2018, it changed the world.
but
that
also
shit changed
think
the
of
world.
like,
Fine.
also think of like Blue Tint. Like that's a really good like rap song from
Yeah.
I got
Drake.
blue diamonds, blue tint.
Like remember,
Kiki.
Nonstop is on there
Oh
too.
my God, Kiki, do you love me?
I don't care. I still love that song.
Come on.
But like, there's the
Stand
only
up, Beverly.
only issue is that we named like 7 songs and there's like 25 of them on here.
Yeah, I know.
That's why I can't put it anywhere. I can't put it above
There's only a
CLB.
couple. There's only a couple songs you go back to.
Yeah, like
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
well, gentlemen, are we fine with this list right here?
Are we fine with Take Care and Views, the ranking on the classic, with slightly better, with Take Care being slightly better?
I don't. But like at the same
I
time,
am.
I get it.
You.
I get it. That's my thing. Like, if someone was like saw this and was like, "Views is better than Take Care," or "Take Care is better than Views," I wouldn't really argue because I could see both ways.
Yeah. The general consensus I will say from Drake fans is that Take Care is a smidge better than Views. It really depends, but
Like if you said Scorpion was, I would throw you out the window. Not
yeah,
even joking.
no.
Fuck you.
Scorpion's actually
Fuck you.
yeah.
I would not be doing all that.
Scorpion was a time to be alive too, though. 2018 when that shit dropped.
Yeah, but
Basketball. Or
after
it
I
was
listened,
summer.
I
It
was
dropped
kind
in
of
the
like,
summer.
yeah, I
It was a summer
remember.
album.
I listened to that shit right when it dropped, and I kind of like forced myself to like it at some points. I was like, I'm sorry.
I had to force myself to listen to her Loss and COB at first because I was like, wow, a lot of these songs are ass. And then I replayed it 3 times. I'm like, wow, this is kind of good. Like, that's how Drake albums are. You go back.
Yeah, I would say
gotta appreciate
CLB was probably like the album I disliked first listen, where I ended up liking it the most my last listen.
Nah, for
Yeah.
real.
But low-keyly, a lot of these songs have, like, changed our lives. Like, these songs will make you into a better man. They'll make you stop jelking, gooning, and you're going to start look mad.
That's bullshit. Why haven't I stopped?
Yeah, I'm already.
I listened to Weston Road Flows and immediately stopped gooning today.
Western Goon Flows.
Weston Goon Flows.
Alright, this is our first video. Comment what you want to see, challenges, other tier list, goon reviews. Let us know, and I'll see you jelkers later.
Later. Blue
Peace.
Collective out.
Adios.
Yep.